Hey guys! We're gonna start again. Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and this will possibly be the biggest, well I hope so, the biggest unboxing that I'll ever do. I'm not sure in length wise, but first, where's my manners? This is John, my brother.
Hello.
So welcome, and yeah, I went to the shops yesterday and picked up, shall we say, this beastie. Now, it is a bit of a beastie.
A lot less monster.
Yeah, Smaug the Great and Terrible. Okay, so Smaug is one of those iconic things that, especially now we've got a model, that you're going to really want to have, despite the price tag. But let's have a look at some of the Tolkien descriptions. And right, okay, so when Bilbo first meets Smaug in the book, it's described like a noise of a large pot galloping in the fire mixed with a rumble of gigantic tomcat purring. But it's most struck by a reddish glow and the heat that Smaug gives off, which both of which travel up by a passageway, so Smaug is felt long before he is seen. There he lay, a vast golden dragon, fast asleep. Thrumming came from his jaw and nostrils, and a wisp of smoke, but fires were low in slumber beneath him. Beneath him, all under his limbs, were a huge coiled tail, and about him on all sides, stretching away across the unseen floors, lay piles of countless precious things, gold and wrought and unwrought, gems, jewels, and silver, red stained in the ruddy light. Smaug laid with wings folded like an immeasurable bat, but turned partly on one side so the Hobbit could see him and his underparts, and his long pale belly crusted with gem and fragments of gold from his long lying and costly bed. So, no mention of red in that, is there actually? It's quite interesting.
I don't know, because a lot of the traditional pictures are in red, so maybe it's just a traditional coloration.
And I noticed it does look a lot darker in the movie anyway, so maybe that's just the lighting. But yeah, so this is an unboxing of Smaug. Is that all the kind of Tolkien description stuff we have?
Yeah, it's not much.
There was a lot of talk or disappointment from some people who are a bit dragon enthusiasts, saying, "Oh, it's a wyvern! Oh, it's a wyvern!" It's still a dragon, guys. It's a dragon.
Yeah, I think for most people, there's not much difference.
Yeah. So we won't worry about that part. And
I think the general mass is the film is aimed at.
Yeah.
It doesn't make that much difference.
I'd agree with that. So, guys, let's have a look at the box size. This is the fellow himself. It's the same as far as, do you know, if you get the big boxes from Games Workshop, you get that sort of rectangle shape. That's the same that way, but obviously it's quite a bit taller because of what's inside. And this is interesting because this is, and we're back. So that was the smoke alarm, and it's a bit ironic really, seeing as we're unboxing Smaug. What was I saying? Can't remember. Oh well. Let's move on. So,
You took up box sizes.
Box sizes, yeah. But yeah, it's interesting because this is actually Forge World resin, and it will have been cast by the same people who do the Forge World stuff. But it's in a box. It's the only Forge World thing that comes in a box, which is quite interesting. But marketed to sell as Games Workshop. So, let's have a look at the box itself. It's a very nice box.
Yeah, it's very impressive.
And you know, we're gonna certainly want to keep. And it's, as far as the cardboard Games Workshop are using now for the larger boxes, it's a lot thicker. So
I'm sure everybody wants to do what the cardboard is.
I'm just saying. Okay. So if we have a closer look, here's the big beastie himself, and then around the sides you've got all the different pictures in slightly different shots, but the back's quite interesting as well because you get some closer views. But really, as this is an online order thing, you're not going to see these pictures until you've bought it. It's not like you can go into a shop and then have a look at what it's like in a shop. So let's yeah. Now we have opened this. Should we say a few times before?
Yeah, you've been through every part.
Yeah. So the first thing,
you opened it in the shop. So.
Yes. I thought the people in the shop would like to have a look. But standard blister size, big box size, and as soon as you can open it, there are instructions. Now there's no leaflet of instructions in this box, it's all on the side.
They look very comprehensive.
Yeah, and another thing to note is
it's pretty obvious where things go.
Absolutely. You've got problems putting this together. But we have a quote from the film that we're met with as soon as we open the box, which when Bilbo first meets Smaug, I did not gaze. No, I wrong straight away. I took the first letter of that one and then go. I did not come to steal from you, O Smaug, the unassembly wealthy. I merely wanted to gaze upon your magnificence, to see if you really were as great as the old tales say. But I did not believe you. And then Benedict says, undo now. So, a nice little. It's a little thing that goes that extra mile when you're buying something like this. Just to really impact the fact that this is more collector's one. Should we say anything else? So, what shall we
Yeah,
know?
you're going to need to. It's going to be. It's not an impulse buy. It's something you're going to be planning to purchase.
Yeah.
It's not something you just go and think, oh, that looks cool, and just buy it. You need to be planning it.
Absolutely.
I want to get that.
So, as we look in the box, what can we notice as far as the packaging goes? Yes.
So, yeah, it's all the pieces of information about. Yeah, so you've got pretty kind of substantial packing material.
There we go. So a lot of different size bubble wraps as well. But this is, I think it, because it's been hand wrapped, you think the quality will have been properly checked. I mean, obviously you're going to get some cleanup on a 4-year-old model, but
yeah, you'd
be prepared for that. So, gosh. Now, how many? I think it was 42 parts this comes in. Does it say? I don't think it'll say on the box, but
it might have been in the White Dwarf or something like that.
yeah. Okay, so these are. I'm just going to get out the parts, and then we'll show you them on a closer camera. So, I think just show them the base, John. That's the base size. And do we have?
We've got Bilbo. We'll probably see that.
Put him on there.
On the cavalry model.
So, awesome. I'll look at that.
Did have a remote base on it.
Yeah, we've got. If you get one of those bases, these are the night types base that came to a shop recently. Bought ours.
It's a bit bigger than that.
Yeah, you turn it over. So quite a bit bigger. I think as far as surface area, you might have like another one of them again. So, right guys, I've finished this stuff and see you in a second.
we're back for some closer views on, well, the part breakdown basically. So, dun, 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 dun. Right, that's a pretty phenomenal bass. So, as you can see, big chunk of resin on the end, which you're going to want to snip off and file down. But let's just have a look at the detail on this bass. I mean, this is one of those things where you can just keep going closer and the detail just doesn't lose its impact. So you got all these jars. I mean, it's perfectly replicated from the film, isn't it? Just really nice. The big... Oh, I just love those crates. Just makes me think of in Pirates of the Caribbean. Yeah. You got a bit of a strangely, you know, like when you go to those arcades and you got the pennies, and they stack up and they don't go over the edge, just like that, isn't it? So, but there's two slots here for some pieces we're going to show you later. Part of Erebor. Let's just find some details on this. So,
Shields.
yeah, I mean, that's my thumb. There we go. So, if you've seen the third film, these shields make an appearance as well.
I think so.
From what I can remember, it's something along those lines, but that's a really nice shield anyway. Be quite tempted to press mold that. Oh, just look at that. Whoa. That's very nice. You got all the wood effect on the chests themselves. Oh, it's got a little bit of a little flash thing which we need to get rid of. On the pots, they're just so that the pots cast properly, which is really nice. Lots of plates, and can we try and find the Arkenstone? There we go. Yep. So basically, I mean, it's right at the tip of my finger there. I know. There. So this is really, unless you paint this, it's going to get lost completely. So it's worth spending a bit of time painting the Arkenstone on this massive Smaug model.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Look at that. A very cool axe there. Axe / hammer. Yeah. I'd like to do some models with that weapon, that's really cool. So that's the base. Absolutely loads of detail in it. Just the way this has been done is really, really nice. Doesn't seem to be any warping, but it will need sanding underneath just to make sure it is level. So next we have this thing. It might do, depends. This thing, let's just show you guys. This thing is literally the size of my face. So, yeah. But it's a lot prettier. The wing. Awkward silence. Okay, so yeah, this thing's just massive. You said yesterday it actually size like a bird wing, which it's not an underestimation. It's just. So on here we've got various different textures. We have the skin texture between the wings, which is very, very nice and interesting. There we go. As you can see, you've got all the veiny kind of leather texture. So these are the top side of the wings, and underneath you get some really nice folds. And you may think that these pieces, like running down the wings, are quite plain, but oh no. See, they are textured in scales completely. So, and then on the top of the wings, you've got the hide on the shoulder sections. So, very nice. So yeah, plenty nice detail, and I can't wait to dry fit this by putting it off there, just making sure. But these have really chunky kind of connection points, don't they? Pegs. So all this along here will connect to the body. I will say there will be some cleanup you need to do on the edge of the wings.
Yeah,
like here. There we go. On the edge there, but get a good file and easy to take that off. So that's that wing. Oh, look at that. All that detail in there.
You have to be wearing a dust mask.
Oh, disclaimer! Disclaimer. Yeah, so look at that. So, next wing. Not X-wing. Yeah, so 2 wings there. Little Bilbo. So it's a winged Bilbo. Right, okay, which wing did I do? Was that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, great. So very much similar detail on this, so it won't stay as long on this piece. I just love all the detail down here.
All the detail.
Just all the detail in general, pretty much, yeah. And once again on the back, the muscle definition kind of thing, and the scales all along it, and they follow all the way down. There's plenty of stuff to paint here. Gosh. Very nice indeed. Okay. And now, here comes a weapon. I think. Yeah. So, you got the wings with the connection points there. And they connect to the body. Now, this thing is ginormous and it's really heavy. Really nicely weighted. Oh. Oops. Sneeze almost coming on. Sorry, guys. So yeah, here we have the underside. Now this is where it differs from the book. Tolkien, no, not Tolkien. PJ seems to have gone with an armoured underneath instead of the encrusted gems. Now, a friend of mine has said that he knows or has seen someone who's going to be sanding this down and putting the gems. Which, hats off to them for the guts of it, but I'm going to be keeping them like this. So let's have a look at the scale detail. Big armoured platings of the scales. There we go. Oh yeah, don't worry, that is not a mold defect. Yep. Spoiler alert. That's where he gets shot. So look at the scale detail. It's very much the same as with the wings. And then on the top you have these massive spines, which there's a space that runs down there to lead space for more spines, and there's one more that goes on there. So this body is absolutely ginormous, and as you can see from the pegs, I mean, this looks like this thing will fit together quite nicely. There will be some filling to do, but just the quality of this is fantastic. I don't think there's a mould line. Oh yeah, there is a bit. Just a little bit of a mould line running down there. Just take your time with this. No, there's no point in rushing this model, however excited you're going to be. And attaching to this is the first piece of the tail. Now if I zoom back out a bit, start to look at the scale of this, bring that across. Is there any more pieces of tail there? I'll show you close-ups of these in a second. So that bit comes around like that, and then there's one more piece, goes on like that. So completely phenomenal size, and the tail detail is amazing as well. You got loads of scars. Scars running down. Let's get the right lighting right. So guys, there we go. I've just changed the brightness setting, so it should be a lot better now. So I think, yeah, that's the top side, and there'll be more spines to add to this. And then it's a pretty nasty mould line here, so I'm going to have to work at getting rid of that, but it shouldn't be too much of a problem. But yeah, this creature's been in a few battles. Obviously he's won, but I think you can always see in the tail here, it's like the muscle definition of the tail going round. I mean, feeling this, it does actually just feel like how a snake would be. So that moves on to the smaller piece here, but just as long. So this is obviously has a massive chunk of resin on it, but if we follow it round, and it's a bit more armoured, plated on the other side. There we go. And last of all, the tail part. Well, obviously not last of all. Oh gosh, it's a bit of a gash. So I myself, I mean, I've worked with a few kind of, I know how like some of the 3D software works, and what I think they seem to have done with the scales is you have a certain texture and you brush it over a model, and you know, it's really worked quite well. That might not be how they've done it, but that's how it appears. You've got a bit more of a mould under there. But this is going to be massive. Right, next we move on to the other half of what comes on off the torso. Now, and this is a very delicate piece because of the amount of spines that's on this. I'm glad to tell you guys that no spine is broken. The packaging must have worked quite well. But that bit doesn't go onto this end, annoyingly. That's on to this end. So if we're judging that. And this makes way, this is the neck, which makes way to the head, obviously. But stating the obvious there. But I think it's really impressive how they've cast this. I think it's gravity casted, but each of those spines has come out really well. Obviously it would have been vacuumed as well. But very nice. Like again with the other pieces, you've got some mould lines to take off there. But you've got all kind of the skin. It's really bunching together. And really quite realistic. So then we move on. And now they're the main pieces that come outside of boxes. So here we have the first box of little pieces. And I think, yeah, this is the scenery. Okay, so on with the base. Do we have the base again? Thank you. So on the base you've got these two missing sections which are being cast separately and will fit in their desired places. Some really nice detail, and especially these steps. Got loads of coins running off, and you can just imagine Bilbo running up those steps, or Thorin. Obviously once Smaug has vacated the premises. But here we have some nice detail on the cracks of the stone, and this is going to try and paint these like in the film, like a marble effect, like a dark green marble. It would be great if the Games Workshop did some scenery like this, because that would be really cool. So that's those pieces. What else do we have in this box? Oh yeah, we're going to need the torso back.
Okay.
Because here we have the drumsticks. And these are actually the size of chicken legs. Wow. So, I will do. So if we bring across the body, these are the only bits we can dry fit at the moment. Look at that. How this fits on. I'm gonna have to zoom out a bit. And put the other side on as well. Really see how big this is going to be. So we got really nice scale detail on these pieces. I mean, I'm going to airbrush this, but there's only so much airbrushing you can do before you actually get to use a paintbrush on it.
Yeah, what you can do with painting, you're going to do it in parts. Although, where's the gap filling?
The most of it,
Wisely.
yeah. I think I'm going to have to stick it all together, because I like everything to run together as far as colours. I won't stick it to the base, I don't think. But but I'll have it so I can freely airbrush it, so I can get some blended colours going on. Look at that, massive chunks. Really industrial pegs there. Okay, so not a huge amount of pieces left, but still, actually got quite a few. Yeah, 2 small box sizes. Now, what's this? Ah, this is the spines and feet. Right. Okay. So let's get the spines out. Now, when you clean this off, guys, if you get one, I'd wash these while they're still on these little sprues. Certainly the spines. Yeah, because you don't want to be losing any of them. Okay, so that's what the contents of this little box comes with. So these are the spikes for the wings on the end, so like the fingers. And very spiky, very nasty. Oh, didn't see. Was that from that box?
No.
No, I missed that out. And that was in there as well. We'll come to him in a second. And here are the other ones, pretty much the same. And we've got various spikes that you're going to have to...
Just compare the spikes to the rider there.
Yep. So... Sorry, that was probably quite a realistic sound. But... yeah, even with bulk, these spikes are as big as a model. But you're going to have to look at the box for where each of these go, or even though that says tail base, mid tail. So and I assume these would be quite labelled in what's first, but I'd double check anyway. And then these are the rows of spikes. Now you might have to do some reshaping on these as far as heating them up, but I'll come to that later.
A bit more.
I thought they're supposed to be quite bent, so how the body is.
Okay.
So I'm going to have to see what they're like. Then we have the feet. So bring across the leg. Obviously this isn't the foot, so does that actually fit onto? Wait a sec. Oh, it does. Nice and snug. Because if you look back at the base, you've got these indents. Perfect impression, so you won't have to stick it just onto gold. You get a good connection point. So. It is the size of a cat paw, completely. That's oh dear. And then here's the other one. The other one's in 2 parts, so you've got the main 3 front parts there. Front toes, and then you have the side ones. Sorry guys, I don't know the terminology of dragon body parts. And here are the hands that go on the wings. There we go, that's the terminology. But I really like that one. These just... this one that's clawed over, which will be like walking on the ground, is it? Or what's the box? Yeah, it's actually on the top of one of those pillars. So nasty sharp claws. And the last bit here, which is the reason you'd buy this box, obviously, is Bilbo. Little Bilbo himself. And he's Get Up from Dale. And if we bring across fine cast one, there we go. This is really confusing me now. The camera work. Okay. So right, is in there. Very, very crisp detail. Very nice indeed. I think the hairs on the feet, as you can see on this one, they've come out a lot better in the resin, in actual forged resin, but very nice as well. There's also a little bit more definition in the cloth and the back here, so that'll be nice. I'll paint them up at the same time. And the last box, getting a bit messy on the table now. It's okay, there we go. Here's, obviously, as we haven't seen, is the head. So the head is in 3 parts. I don't know why the base comes in this box for gold though. But that's the head. And don't worry, I'm going to show you. Okay. I think it's been quite well designed how they've cast this head. Okay, so the first part is the under jaw, so the majority of it, and that piece will be fitting onto the neck there. And got nice flat joining parts, so fitting this together initially without the filling will be quite a simple process. Hopefully. But I mean, we've seen the pictures and it just perfectly replicates the Smaug we know from the films. Got the tongue detail and the throat. You can see the jets of fire coming out of that. But you've got the scars all on him. Just awesome. I really like the teeth. That's the thing I was wondering about, how this was going to be done. Yeah. This is the top of the jaw. This snout. Looks like eyes. There we go. What I think I really liked about the design of this is they were able to show the emotion of the dragon very, very well. Which I guess they've always done that well with any creatures that Weta designed.
Gollum was really impressive when they first
rendered
him.
Got the emotion in the eyes, but it's a bit more difficult with a character which doesn't have a human form. So getting the emotions and the expressions on the face of a dragon is was quite well done indeed.
Yeah, I suppose his face doesn't really move in the kind of sense that a human face would.
No, it's not like an animation where they grossly take the proportions out of, like cartoonish.
Yeah.
Okay, and then that piece fits there. You've got nice little joining pegs which fit into there. So the head is going to be a piece that you want to fit up relatively quickly, so you can just try it against the neck. But that's all the parts of this piece, of this crazy model. I just can't wait to make it up. So guys, this has been unboxing Smaug. So what do we think of it? It's absolutely amazing. This is, as a modeler, it's a dream come true for a model of this proportion. The detail is phenomenal. It's very daunting though. It really is.
You don't want to go paint it, so.
And make it, yeah, anything like that. But I can't wait to start, cutting off the chunks of resin. which I'll probably do as soon as I finish this video. But yeah, so I think I'd say it perfectly replicates the film, doesn't it? Really, I mean, obviously it is a bit smaller, but I think they've done it at a very decent size. Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? It's gonna be.
It's still gonna be difficult to fit in your cabinet, I think.
Yeah. I'm just.
And ultimately, it's a good send off for the Perry brothers as well, because this was apparently the last model they sculpted.
And interestingly as well, it was.
I can't remember who did it. Was it Alan?
I'm not sure. They don't tell us anymore.
On the Facebook page it says.
Right. Okay. But yeah, it's also the only one that they've sculpted digitally.
Yeah.
So that must have been an incredible learning curve as well for them. So, oh yeah, I'm just really impressed with everything that is in this box. Can't wait to get started on it. Thanks guys for watching. I'll be doing like updates during this process because I don't think I could possibly keep them from you. So
watching with interest.
Yeah, because I don't think I'll get it done over the Christmas period. Well guys, if any of you guys have got this, please comment below as well and let me know what you think about it. I'd be interested to see what you guys like, anything that you found that I don't know, I'm rambling. So thanks for watching guys. Stay tuned for more videos. I'm going to be uploading a lot more soon because I have better internet now. We've just got Infinity, so I can upload no more 360p. So yeah, thanks for watching. Take care of yourselves. Thank you for John for joining me in this video. It's been fun.
Just passing you the bits of resin.
Yeah, So, and have a good Christmas, everyone. I'll see you soon. Take care of yourselves, and most of all, as usual, happy hobbying.